ricochet back up again to that same stone.
Piece of chrome alloy cake, huh?
Take your position.
Welcome back to the Tydirium Hangar. This is Mike. Today I want to talk to you about the Magic Square MS-B09A Trailblazer. This is their take on a metallic version of a very G1-esque Trailbreaker. Now, I have two other iterations of this mold, and I don't like buying the same figure over and over, but I'm chasing the best version of each. And I gotta say, I think we might be there. This might be the last Trailbreaker I buy, even if New Age makes one. But we're gonna take a look at this one, and I did get to Show Z. Got it for $30, $29.99. It's a really good price for a Legends, for Magic Square, for them kind of upping their game with the metallic look to it. But anyway, we're gonna get into talking about this. I'll have a link down below, TH Reviewer code. But let's take a look at Trailblazer Metallic coming up. First off, taking a look at the box, and they have changed up the box from the last release that I have. And here it is. The back, you got like kind of a tech spec kind of thing going on. You've got the Magic Square little weird looking dude on there, alien guy. But I want to show that one of the things that I thought was kind of cool was that they would have these window boxes on them, and this one doesn't have a window box on it. And with that, going to the back here, also it showed product. They just changed up the way it looked. I thought it was kind of fun to have a window box. Doing away with the window box, but giving us still sort of a more G1-esque look. It's fine, but we don't really see the packaging on these until they show up in the mail anyway. Okay, so first of all, right out of the box, he does look pretty shiny, and I like a lot about it. Now, I'm still debating whether or not it's just shiny plastic or it's painted. And it's getting really hard. I know people are talking about infused paint, but isn't infused paint the same thing as... Like right here, it does look painted because of you can see kind of the waviness to it. I don't want to call it an orange peel paint job, but you can just paint on something looks different than just smooth bare plastic on the grays. So yeah, maybe it is a full-on paint job. It is shiny. It does look a whole lot better, in my opinion, than the original one that they put out. And the sheen and shine around is really good. I also like that the accessories are a nice silver. I like the silver accessories on it. They did get more to a gray when it comes to all of these other areas, and the black is still sort of a charcoal black, not jet black. But yeah, it looks good. The other thing I want to say is that it's really solid, and I know that this has been an issue. So the waist ab crunch is a little bit loose on there, but everything else, the joints are really solid. So maybe that does say it was painted, because if they're painted, then the joints have more tolerance. But with that, I'm really impressed with how it feels and how it looks. Although it's not the same level as Prime, we're going to kind of compare it to the Prime. Yeah, it does look pretty good. The same accessories, you have this, and just pointing out, it's really just held in his hand, and it just folded. He's holding it in his hand, and then you fold his hand down, and then you have that. That's a really cool way to do it. Love that. Absolutely love that. You don't have to pop a hand off and keep up with his hand. Where is it? You just want to go back to a hand. You can do that. Also, this here just kind of plugs in and has a little articulation up and down, no side to side. And this is on a, yeah, this can move around. Ball peg. But they're silver, so that's all the accessories that it comes with. That's all the accessories the first one came with, and I think that's all the accessories that the KO in McFans Toys, which we're going to compare it to here a little bit, came with. So same in that department, but I do want to point out that we'll show all the different color variations in the comparisons. Now we're going to get into articulation. The head is on a ball joint, and it's really kind of hard to manipulate, to tell you the truth. But you can, because of the transformation, get that extra up, but no extra down. And you can get it stuck back there too, so don't be careful. Shoulder only really goes out to there. You got the 360. You do have the bicep swivel, and you have a double jointed elbow, so you can get all that range. So pretty good. And then hand is just standard hand. The huge. You do have a reverse butterfly on the arms due to transformation, and waist swivel, and the Magic Square ab crunch. As you can see right here, this is the only, I don't want to call it a QC issue, but it's just this does not want to stay in. Push it in, give it a good push, it stays for a bit, but as you manipulate it, it kind of comes back out. Thigh rotation, you go to here and back to there. See it pop back out again. And then the knee is, I think it's double jointed. Yep, you get all that. He can kick his own butt, so doing pretty good there. And then foot. Now the foot, this is just the design of this thing. I feel like the foot's a little short on the toes. Would have liked them a little longer, but it's not that big of a deal. But you got some toe articulation, and you do all the splits that you want with this guy, and he's very stable. Alright, so I think this is the most important comparison, and now that it's rolling, I can see how they look. I want to point out some differences between these. This is the McFans Toys. It's slightly bigger. This is the metallic version. This is the original one. I want to point out a few things that are different. First of all, I don't like the speckling that's in this. That's the only thing I really don't like about this. That, and of course, it's not as dark black as the original. And the accessories are silver versus the original one had white accessories. And as you can see, this is kind of a charcoal gray. This is kind of a black. The McFans Toys was blue. So this is, I think, the shot that matters the most. I don't know how this got all mixed around. But I do like the silver accessories. They're not as shiny and silvery and metallic as you see on the McFans Toys, but they're not bare bones white, which I did not like that about the first release. So there's some pluses, minuses, and good and bad points to each one of these, but taking them out, I want to show that it is shinier, so I do think it is paint. Now, looking at the McFans Toys is not paint at all. It's just it's just colored shiny plastic, and this is shinier, and it does have a bit of a different texture to it. So getting the McFans Toys one out of the way, these two side by side, you see the face is painted on the original one, and then I do like the blue windshield, solid blue windshield better than the speckled windshield. Getting down, I do like that. I like the deep black of the original, not the charcoal, but I do like the shininess better. And then down here, this is white, where this is painted gray, and then the red is shiny on the knees. So there's a lot of stuff to this. Looking at it from behind, let's get that shot there. Of course, it's a clean figure all around, even from behind. Thought it was kind of weird how these openings are, because it slides to accommodate how it works, but that's how it kind of looks from behind, about the same. But the sheen, the silver of the accessories, the shininess of it, this is a lot floppier. Well, not a lot. I'd say the original one's a little floppier, and I don't flip my stuff around a lot. I don't really pose them a whole lot, so it's pretty much almost exactly how it came out of the box. And it's a little bit looser, so I just want to say that this has some improvements. There's some good and bad points to each one of them, but I kind of like this one better. Wished it was darker black and had a solid windshield, more like that. And this is a blessing to have such an amazingly well painted figure in this Optimus Prime. But it's also, not only is it a blessing, but it's kind of a negative, because I keep chasing the Magic Square to do this again. They've never done this again. This is the only figure that I see. It's the 1.0 Prime that has this metallic, and it was called metallic. It was like the metallic 2.0 version, I think, something like that. But looking at it, like, this still doesn't look, this looks more painted like a Takara would paint, not like this paint with a metallic. It doesn't really look metallic. It looks kind of toon painted. But the problem is none have been like this, and I still haven't got a 2.0 Prime because this paint job is so good. This is my #1 Prime. So I haven't got their 2.0. I didn't get the David. I get none of that because no one's matched this yet. And when they start matching this paint, this is when I feel like we're next level in the Legends. Here we go with a nice little group family shot going on. And so I want to point out a few things here. This is all Magic Square. This is the second version, the second iteration, and they called it metallic, of their Beachcomber and Beachcomber. And you can see how it's got kind of that shiny sheen to it. It's still not to the level of that, but it is better than the original one, in my opinion. I missed the original one. Thank goodness I was able to come around and get it. This one here, now they got the metallic up for pre-order at Show Z. I've already pre-ordered it. I don't like that I have to rebuy this guy again, but I do think that the metallic one's going to look better than this, although this looks great. And the same thing over here. Like, I haven't done a metallic of this guy yet, and I'll probably have to break down and get that, which kind of sucks, which makes me start wanting to wait for a metallic version, but you never ever know. They don't do it 100%. Not every figure, not every character gets the treatment, and that's what's really kind of a pain when it comes to Magic Square, the metallic repaints. All right, so quickly, here is the alt mode, and in said alt mode, looks pretty good overall. I mean, everything kind of carries over. You do see the paint apps over there on the side, kind of same you'd see. So I was thinking this would be a little bit shinier, and for comparison, let's just kind of look at the chest. This is shiny on the McFans Toys one, which I'm going to link the McFans Toys video. I have a transformation in there, and I don't think people really want to sit to a transformation of the same exact one over and over and over. So if you want to watch that, you can watch the McFans Toys video for the transformation. And I actually referred back to it just because it's been a little while since I've transformed this. But you can plug this into here if you want. The McFans Toys one actually had a satellite with it, so they had a little upgrade. And is that something you want to plug in there? And I don't think you could really plug anything else in that, but you could plug this right here if you want to. I don't know if you want to call it weapon storage. You could also, I think you could plug it there, but I don't know. I don't know if you'd want to. And then I don't know if there's a place to put this. Seems like it would fit in here somehow. But anyway, there it is, armored up with 2 of the accessories, so that you don't have to put them all back in the box or a baggie in a tub somewhere. I don't know what you do if you have them in alt mode. Or on a shelf. I don't know. You don't want to lose all that. I do like there's like a nice little line right here with it. But overall, it's not a bad version. I don't think it matches the cartoon exactly. But again, I would have rather had solid colors on the windows than the speckle that they did. So this is my look at the Magic Square metallic paint. Maybe this is their 2.0 of this guy. Not really 2.0 because it's the same design. But I think he looks fantastic. They've done a really good job with him and making him look like he's got a pretty good paint job. Not 100% sure if it's all painted or just that's the way they've colored the plastic and it's got a nice sheen to it. But I think they've done good here. I like the first one, but I don't like that flat chalky look to it. Some people say that you can do a clear coat on it. Not about that. Would I recommend this? Yes, $30. If you missed the first one, this is definitely awesome. Wished the blacks were blacker and all that kind of stuff, but anyhow, I did get it shows. I'm gonna have a link down below where you can get yours before they sell out. $30 is a really good price for this figure. Very solid and all that. But let me know what you think about this. Did you get the first one? Are you interested in this one? Did you get the McFans Toys? What do you think about that? Like and subscribe, and Titanium Hanger out.
Wheeljack, Trailblazer, Autobots, all of you.
Identical. Therefore, both are Optimus Prime.
But there can only be one real Prime.
Let's finish these Decepticons. What happened to ready and get set? I got so excited, I guess I transformed. Return to headquarters. Which one of you wins?
The loser and his troops must leave the area.
Listen, Autobots. This Prime just destroyed the Decepticons' #2 varmint. He can't be working for Megatroners. Hey, perfect timing. The creeps are retreating. Autobots, transform. Trailblazer.